Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You are nothing. You are the monkey with the hands in front of its face. Okay. Uh let's see if hmm let's see if it wait. Uh get rid of that. Okay, is that better? Wait. We have an audio? Wait. Did I just get rid of the audio? Did it just go away? because that would suck. Can you still hear me? Because I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, okay, now you can't hear me. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Yay! Okay, it worked. Sorry. Oh, I'm very new at this, as you know. Hi, Nikolai and Meow. I know you're looking. Hello, friends. Okay. Um, not gonna lie, I'm like super thrilled that like it's actually working. Like because stuff doesn't work for me. That's how stuff works doesn't work. You know what I mean. Okay, so tonight I am playing this. Wait, here. Be like a crow. Woo! It's created by Tim Roberts, and it's a solo RPG, and you get to pretend to be a crow. And I'm very excited about pretending to be a crow because it's something that I definitely don't do on my own. I definitely have never done that before. So yeah. Okay. So the first thing that you have to do to pretend to be like a crow is to decide what kind of corvid you're going to be. So a corvid, in case you do not know, I'm sure you all know because you are my friends and my friends like corvids. But a corvid is a member of the passerine bird family Corvidae, which includes the crows, magpies, and jays, the raven, rook, and jackdaw. And I'm very excited. So the first thing, I don't know exactly where my mic is going to be because like I have to decide. Here, wait. Does that work? Sort of. Kinda. I'm sorry. Big mic is big. Okay. Okay, so my choices are carrion and crow, magpie, rook, raven, jackdaw. So I am, in the interest of being completely surprised, I would like you guys to choose. So, here, wait. I don't know how to set up a poll yet because I know how to set up a poll if I'm a mod, but I don't know how to set up a poll as the streamer. So wait, let's see if it works. So nope, it doesn't. It doesn't work. Uh, vote. Nope, no idea. Okay, so everybody shout it at once, please. What you'd like me to be? Would you like me to be a magpie, a rook, a raven, or a jackdaw? Yes. I'm excited. There are shiny things in my future. Ooh, Raven. Hi, Spacey. Hi. This works. It's crazy. It's the thing that's crazy. So yeah. Anyway, okay. So I'll be a Raven. Thank you, Spacey. I'm trying to decide where my mic is gonna go. It's like in my face, not in my face, in my face, not in my face. It's yeah. It really sounds better with this whole like the foam shielding or whatever, but the foam shielding is giant and that's annoying and I'm annoyed. But yeah. I am Oh, look, Spacey actually asked me a question. I'm person. I am good. Can you tell that I'm nervous? No, of course not. Nope, not at all. I was not expecting this to work because I've been trying to do this for months now and it hasn't worked. So this is the first time that I'm actually like getting it to work, and it's kind of crazy. And I'm sorry, I have to like untab myself on the other page because watching myself in two places is very, very distracting. Okay, so, uh, wait, Raven. It is true. It is true. I wish I could be like a raven. I'm going to attempt to embody the raven tonight, even though, yeah, I'm not nearly as self composed as a raven, but I will try. Wait, okay, so page number 8. I'm so excited I've actually got a book for this one because I went to my friendly local game store. Every, well, I go there every Wednesday because I play D&D in person on Wednesday nights. And it's a really good deal because they, it's like a $10 cover charge or whatever to get in and play, but they immediately give it back to you in store credit. And so it's like they know exactly what they're doing because I buy like everything. Like I might have bought a new dice tray last Wednesday that I didn't necessarily need, but I totally bought it because it's pretty. Here, wait. Let me show you. My pretty dice tray. It's so pretty. And it snaps. Ready? Ready? Yeah, that's good sound. I like that sound. So, yeah, they know exactly what they're doing. And yeah. Anyway, I don't know if I actually need dice in this. I know I need cards. I know I need a notebook, which I have. I have the notebook. And I have the cards. Look at my pretty cards. They're pretty. Ooh. They're like shiny because I like shiny things because I am in fact a crow. Ian Lenore Corvidae. That is a fucking badass name. I want it. It's probably not the real name, but I still want it. Okay, let me here. Well, I don't know. Some people are like Lupine is a pretty badass name. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. I came up with that when I was 13, but whatever, you know. Isn't that we all came up with like our usernames? They're all like old AOL usernames or something. Mine is an Xbox Live username. Okay, so Raven, length 60 to 68 centimeters, wingspan 120 to 150 centimeters. I always love. Okay, side note, total. Side note, non sequitur. I totally love how. Hi, Illusion Horror. Thank you for coming in. I was talking about how we've decided I'm going to be a raven. Today I'm playing Be Like a Crow, which is where I pretend to be a crow and hop around and collect shiny things, which is really exciting. And I was talking about how I like how their wingspans are so much longer than their bodies. I think that's really cool. I mean, because of physics, physics. Because of physics, that has to be that way because they don't fly otherwise. But I always thought that was really cool. That your wingspan has to be like 2 to 3 times the length of your body. Yeah. So ravens are massive in comparison to their other corvid neighbors. They have rough black feathers, sometimes with a hint of a blue tint, and a distinctive diamond-shaped tail. They nest uh, on a sheltered ledge or in the fork of a tree, usually built by themselves, and a mate from large twigs. Their diet is carrion, mammals, birds, eggs, insects, and other invertebrates, so basically anything that they can find. Their characteristics, though their size can make them intimidating to other creatures. They can be great allies if befriended, and are not averse to forming bonds with other creatures. They're friends! They're corvid friends! They are powerful and intelligent, but tend not to travel far from their nests. They live usually in woodland, farmland, urban, and suburban areas, the coast, and the Tower of London. Oh my god, I love that they actually listed the Tower of London as one of their habitats. That makes me very, very happy. Okay, so creating your raven. Starting at a fledgling stage. At each stage you advance, you can add 2 ticks to any one skill. You can also add 1 tick to a single skill from each of your main skill categories. That makes sense. So you can either add 2 to 1 or 1 to 2 different things. That, yeah, basically. You can also add 1 additional tick to peck, fly, befriend, and scare at fledgling stage. Befriend! And each time you advance a life cycle stage. And your special abilities are at the start of combat, you can ruff your neck feathers to make a scare check with authority. A success means you make every subsequent attack during that combat with authority. You can also make any social interaction checks with authority. Okay. So then the next part is choose a setting. So what do you guys think? My choices are urban crow, cybercrow, gothic crow, fantasy crow, steampunk crow, or ravens of the tower. Which is pretty cool. There's also I saw there was an expansion of this to go like to a Wild West setting, and I am 100% buying that at the first possible juncture. I didn't have the funds at that moment because I'm broke, but yeah, we're definitely going Wild West as soon as we can. But for right now, what do you think? Urban, cyber, gothic, fantasy, steampunk, or ravens of the tower? Again, in the interest of me being completely and totally surprised, I'm very excited. I love when people pick the direction of my game. Not gonna lie, because it's just always so fun. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and 6. So, but yeah, 6 choices. So actually, it's a D6. Cyber. Do I get to be a cyber raven? Nice. I mean, cyber raven sounds pretty cool. I'm picturing myself having like the blue, the blue that you associate with like cyber stuff, and I don't know, just like in streaks down my body. Like, I'm literally picturing. Okay, I'll be dark. I'm literally picturing. Shit, what's his name? The Raven in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because you can get different skins for him, which is really cool, and it makes the game so much better. And one of the skins you can get for him has like blue streaks down his body, and it's really awesome. But of course, mine would be a legally distinct blue streaked raven. Yes. Now, what do you think, Sharona? Do I have the other eye, or is it just the one robotic eye? Because I'm kind of, not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging the one robotic eye. So it's sort of like a analog of Odin having the one eye, but now the Raven's got the one eye. Talk myself into it. Okay. 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 I have one, so I can peer at people with the real eye, and then with the cyber eye. And that's my Raven thing. I like the Raven thing. Okay. Okay. Cybercrow. Incoming message. A fledgling who was delivering important data has been captured. Oh no! We could wait for ransom demand, but the word on FeatherNet is that the information is valuable in other ways. It cannot fall into the wrong hands, and the kidnappers are, no doubt, already trying to extract it. Loading last known coordinates of AX234 Cyber Jackdaw. Result: a disused SkyTrain on the south side of the city. Engaging navigation. Booting up Bionic Eye. They gave me Bionic Eye, dude. Okay, let's save the data and hopefully the fledgling too. Okay, so that's just a little like flavor text for the security for the setting. Okay. Fledgling. Shortly after you are born, you are fitted with a geolocation chip to help you find your way around in this brave new world. Add 1 tick to your navigation skill. I should probably look at like. Wait. Okay. So. Okay, I should probably look at how many skills I actually have, because that seems like an important thing. Okay, hold on. Okay. So, do. So, it doesn't actually tell you. This is fun. It doesn't actually tell you how many skills you're going to have, which is weird. It, maybe I missed something? Okay. To begin a new game of Be Like a Crow, the first thing you'll need to do is create your Corvid and choose the world it lives in. Grab a pen and character sheet. Oh, so they expect me to already have the character sheet. Okay. That's why. Okay. I'm going to, I guess, use this one for now, but I'll print out other ones if next time I play this game. Okay, so Be Like a Crow character sheet. My name is. I don't know what my name is. Raven. I remember that. Okay, Raven. Setting. Cyber. Da da da. Okay. So. Hi, Mom. Let's see. How do I do this? I want to see. That's what I want to see. There you go. Okay, go away. Yeah, so, Okay, I figured things out. Yay! I'm figuring things out. Okay. So let me look at this setting. Oh, I can do ticks. Okay. Okay. I'm looking back at the character types. So Raven, you can also add one additional tick to peck, fly, befriend, and scare at flooding stage, and each time you advance a life cycle. Okay, so fly and peck and befriend and scare. So okay, yeah. Okay, so now I look at the cybercrow setting. And says, shortly after you're born, you're fitted with a geolocation chip. Blah, blah, we already read that. Add one tick to your navigation skill. Okay, so navigate. Actually, can I do this? Yeah, that works. Okay. However, until your implant correctly fuses with your neocortex, it is subject to the occasional malfunction. Each time you make a navigate check as a fledgling, you must also make a use a tool check. On a failed check, your chip momentarily overheats, resulting in one injury. Okay. Got it. So, let me write this down. Nav check. Tool check. Fail leads to one injury. Okay. And that's only while I'm. It's only while I'm a fledgling. While I'm just a little baby fledgling. Oh, look at me, little baby. Little baby. Okay. Okay. I just gotta remember this page, I guess. Page 12. Okay. Alright. So, now we go to starting the game. Mark any location on your chosen map where you would like your nest to be. On a map. Hi, Corey. Lovely to see you, my dear. And I'm sorry. Kay, right? Yes? I know these people. I just don't remember your names. Your usernames. Because I'm lame. Okay. So let's just say I pick. Yes. I know. I know the things. Wait. Okay. That's where my nest is gonna be. I hate maps. I really do. Because right. Hi, Vegetaria. Right. The cyberpunk world comes with spam bots preloaded. They have to be there. I mean, it is. We do live in a capitalist society, right? So, okay. So I literally here's my notes. And that X, that's where our nest is. Because I'm good at this. Yep. Okay. Um. Okay. So mark any location on your chosen map where you would like your nest to be. Uh. I use a six-sided die, but you can use coin or other small object, or you could write a big X on it. I mean, that's an option too. You might want to describe your nest in the nearby area in your journal. Okay, so this is my favorite part, the description part. Okay, so what do I want to? Do we think my nest is in? So it's a cyberpunk world, so it's kind of not like um it's not going to be like an organic tree, right? It's just going to be a a ooh. What do you think? What do you think it's going to is it going to be like a tree that's made out of just coiled, like it looks like coiled cables just kind of tied together like in a basic tree shape, but uh it grows up in the middle of a city or something because again cyberpunk, so we have no wilds anymore, but so it grows up in the middle of the city, so it's like, sorry, itchy foot. um so you know how like you see a tree in the middle of the sidewalk in like a city and you're like, that's weird because it's in the middle of a city, but it looks kind of normalish because like the sky is still sky colored and the tree is still tree colored and everything. But if we're in a cyberpunk place, hello PPT, I love you. Um, I am thinking that because we're in a cyberpunk place with like a dark hi. Okay, because we're in a cyberpunk place with like a dark sky and like dark lighting and stuff. The tree doesn't look like a tree. It looks like iridescent cables. Yeah, thank you, French Daria. I think you and I are in the same wavelength. We know we've got this idea uh, in our heads that we can think of, sort of. Yeah, and it's like neon glowing, and parts of it are like pulsing with lights, and so I think my nest is in like the crook of one of those trees, the tree that's not actually a tree, but because we're in a cyberpunk world, it makes sense. And yeah, I think so. My nest is made of old computer parts. So like the stuff that you'd find um, if somebody literally dropped an old CPU out a window, um, and the crow just kind of flew along and picked up the old computer parts. So there's little ribbons of like rare metals and plastics and pins and stuff and pieces of metals and just weird shaped parts, and the nest itself like doesn't seem like it should be really comfortable at all because again it's just made of a bunch of like plastic bits, like that, kind of shoved together, but for some reason it's like so comfortable. It's the most comfortable nest that you've ever been in, and that's because like uh again, the whole, I think of cyberpunk not just as like the dystopia of uh, humans being farther from nature, but also as life like it sounds really dumb, but remember when shoot, I forget what his name is, but the doctor in Jurassic Park talks about life finds a way. And that's what I think of cyberpunk as. I think of cyberpunk as Life finds a way, even though we have all these little plastic parts and metal pokey bits and shiny ribbons of like mylar and stuff. But life somehow finds a way to make comfort in a world where uh, we only have these things that should not be comfortable in the slightest. And that's always what I've sort of envisioned cyberpunk as. I mean, you need to get used to it because, again, it took billions upon billions of years for humans to evolve to the point where we're comfortable in this world. And so, if it takes even 100 years to get to cyberpunk, obviously we're not going to be able to evolve to that by then. But we're adaptive. Humans are adaptive. That's what we do. And when I say humans, I just mean organic beings. So like life. So ravens fit there too. I'm rambling. This is what I do. Okay. Okay. So draw a card from the play deck and generate your first objective from the prompt table related to your setting. So I'm going in my deck of cards. Come on. Come out of the box. Okay. You can also journal who came to you with this objective. Once you have done this, you can begin taking turns. Okay, so I have a card. It's the Queen. Wait, that way. Queen of Clubs. Ooh, cool. I wish it was shiny, but that's okay. Okay, so now I need to find the first objective from prompt table. I'm assuming the prompt table is back here. Yes. Chapter 4, Prompts and Maps. Events in flight. Events on land. Fantasy Crow objectives. Okay, not that one. Locations. Characters. Okay, here we go. Oh no, that's Gothic. Sorry. Keep going. Gothic. Cybercrow objectives. Okay. And here is the page that precedes the cybercrow here. Cybercrow prompts. I just like the artwork. I have lost the way to go. Okay. Anyway. Hold on real quick. I'm going to look up because I want to shout out the person who drew the stuff. Corvette art by Caius? Yeah. There it is. Okay. Corvette art by Caius, something like that. Okay. Anyway, artists deserve thank you. Thank you, Popula. Dr. Ian Malcolm. That's who I'm thinking of. I always forget his name. Okay. Okay, so I had the Queen of Clubs. Okay, so the objectives are just about the denomination of the card. Okay, so Queen is a competitor character, has stolen an object for someone, find them, then track them to their client in location. Maybe you can offer a better deal, or maybe you want to create problems for both of them. Because I never want to create problems. That's not something I want to always do. What are you talking about? Okay. So let's see. Do. Okay. So my first thing is that someone took something for someone else and they're taking it somewhere, and okay. So the other thing that this has is a list of prompts for the objects and characters and locations. So that's what I'm going to use. All right, so that means I pick another card and I find my object. So my card is the 4 of clubs. Apparently I like clubs today. Okay, so let's see. The objects for the black suits. 4. A chip containing corporate secrets. Ooh. Maybe these will make a good trade with someone who wants them. Corporate espionage, what? I like corporate espionage. Okay. So that's the object. And let's see. Oh, I got to do a character. Okay, so I pick another card. And my card is... I definitely shuffle these, right? hold, please. I'm shuffling. Actually, I don't like the plastic coated cards. I wish they were plastic coated. I mean, I get why they are because it makes them more durable, but they just slip all over the place. And hashtag card jerk woes. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I shuffled these. So I chose the 5 of clubs. I definitely shuffled. So my character is going to be a retired web developer. Okay, so, and what do we think the name of the web developer, the retired web developer is? So a retired web developer stole a computer chip. Okay. Stole a computer chip for someone. I've got to find them and track them to their location. And here I'm going to choose, whoops, that's upside down, another card. Ha! It's not clubs. It's the ace of diamonds. Yay! Woo! Okay. Which means that I have to find them at a subterranean nightclub. I love this. Okay. And so they stole a computer chip and they brought it to a subterranean nightclub, which is going to be a hard place to go for a crow. Not going to lie. Do. Okay. Went to a subterranean nightclub. And what else do I have to do? Oh, okay. So maybe I can offer them a better deal, or maybe I just want to cause problems, because that's, again, definitely not something I ever do. I just dropped all my cards. Sorry. Like I said, plastic coated. I need to get my old deck that's not plastic coated. Because card jerk woes. Hashtag card jerk woes. Okay. So Okay, so the way play goes is. Sorry, I have to get back to the page. Okay, the way play goes is I generate an objective. On a turn, you can take one of the following actions. You should journal the outcome of any action to build up your story. Okay, generating objectives is the first thing you will do when starting a new game. You'll also generate a new objective each time you enter a new life cycle stage or when the prompt gives you the opportunity to do so. Event generation. Events power the storytelling element of Be Like Grow. Events are not setting specific, so their prompts can be found at the very beginning of Chapter 4. They are the random events and encounters that will occur as you travel throughout your world. Traveling. Each setting has its own map with landmarks that relate to the location prompts for that world. You'll travel between many locations as you attempt to resolve your objectives. The maps are divided into hexagons. I didn't use a map. Carrying and using objects. You can only carry 2 objects at a time. One in your beak and one in your claws, because again I am a raven. If you are carrying 2 objects and wish to acquire another, you must choose one object to drop in flight or to hide on land. If you drop an object while you're in flight, you must make a search check with a penalty in order to find it again in the same hex you discarded it in. If you hide an object, you can automatically find it again in the same hex anytime you land there. Okay. So, it seems like I am 100% tempted to call the retired web developer, Dr. Malcolm. Because now it's in my head. By the way, what do you think my name is? Because theoretically I have a name. It could be a series of letters and numbers that form into a word. That would be interesting. You know, like the only ones I can think of right now are dirty. Because it's the ones you put on your calculator in middle school when you're like a little boy. I don't know. I have to think about that. Okay. So, next is, let's see, skill checks. Many prompts require you to make skill checks to see if you can overcome certain challenges. You can also make these checks whenever you feel it makes sense to do so. A good rule of thumb is that if you're attempting to do something where success is not guaranteed, you should make a skill check. For instance, if you want to hop down some steps, this should be a fairly simple task and doesn't require a check. However, if you are attempting to hop through a tangle of briars without injuring yourself, you should make a hop check. Here is the process for making a skill check. Draw 1 card from the play deck. The value of this card is the target required for you to succeed. Draw another card. Add the value of this card to the number of ticks you have for the skill being checked. This number is your attempt. Compare your attempt to the target. If it is equal or higher, you succeed. Otherwise, you fail. Okay. We will get there. Okay. So, they talk about turns. I think the next turn would be, so I've taken a turn by generating an objective. And I think now the computer would take a turn. You know what I mean? Do. All right. I'm kind of thinking. Nah, never mind. I was gonna say that my name should be Odin, but nah. All right. So now I've got to generate an event because I'm going to fly to the place, you know, this nightclub, right? And so let's see, fantasy crow. Oh no, those are objects and stuff. Okay, because there are also tables for this. Because yay! Okay, so I'm going to fly to the nightclub, and the subterranean nightclub is named why am I totally blanking? Does anybody have any good ideas for the name of the nightclub? I'm thinking that Dr. Malcolm took this chip. I don't know who he took it for. You know, who he stole it for yet. But he brought it to this nightclub. I know for whatever reason, I know he's going to be at this nightclub, and I have to go intercept him. So I'm going to fly from my nest to the nightclub. And while I'm flying to the nightclub, ooh, I like that. Okay. That's the name of the club. Nice. Okay, so the club is F4T3. I like that. Okay. So I followed Dr. Malcolm to Fate, the nightclub. But while I'm flying there, what happens? Okay, so this time I drew a 3 of hearts. I'm still getting used to directions on the camera. 3 of hearts, which means I spot an object on a ground in a location. To take it, I have to land and make a use tool check to dislodge it from where it is dropped. If I fail, the object breaks and is unusable. Maybe you know someone who can fix it. Take 2 turns on land before you leave your current hex. Okay, so I'm gonna generate the object. And I drew a 6 of hearts. Okay. Tell me if I'm too soft, guys. This is like I had to push the mic away so that I had room to do stuff, but wait, I totally forgot the number. Okay, that was a 6. 3 differently colored wires. You could fix any broken electronics with a successful tool check. Ooh, that seems pretty useful. What do you think? Should I land? I'm kind of leaning toward landing. So, okay. Okay, so I'm going to write this down. On my way to the club. I see some shiny wires. Oh, and I also have to generate a location. Okay, so cybercrow locations. This time I picked a 3 of spades. And that is, ooh, at a virtual reality expo. So I have to land and I have to make a use tool check in order to get them. So for my use tool check, first I have to draw a card and it gives me the, first I have to draw a card and it gives me the number I have to beat, right? Oh, that's actually really good. So I drew a 2. That means I'm probably going to beat it. Okay, so I don't have any ticks and use tools. But I just drew a 4, and so I would add that to however ticks I had in use tools. So that'd be 4 plus whatever. And it has to be equal to or greater than the number that I drew first. So equal to or greater than 2, which is, so I succeed. So I got the wires. Yay! Which means that I can make electrical repairs if I want to. What is this? Okay, so right now I'm carrying the wires, but I'm going to pick up the chip, and I'm gonna have to leave a spot for the chip, right? Okay, and then the other thing it says was take 2 turns on land before you leave your current hex. Okay, so I need to take 2 events on land checks. So I'm going to draw a card, and it is, oh, the Queen of Hearts, which may or may not be a bad thing. Okay, so the Queen of Hearts means I meet a swan. Oh, shit. I meet a swan who has an object in the possession and will trade it for one of your objects. Okay, so let's see what they have. Wait. Okay, so let's see what they have. They have a 4 of hearts, which is, oh no, wait, that's events on land. So 4 of hearts is an electromagnetic pulsar. Activate this to completely debilitate any creatures within a few feet of you. 1 use. Okay, so I'm actually going to ask y'all, what do you think? Should I keep the wires that I have that will allow me to... Wait, here, let me read it to you again. Where is it? Sorry, hold on a sec. Okay, 3 differently colored wires. So I have 3 differently colored wires. You can fix any broken electronics with a successfully used tool check. Or should I trade that for an electromagnetic pulsar? Activate this to completely debilitate any creatures within a few feet of you. One-time use. What do you guys think? I like that. Fidgetari, you're speaking my language. Okay. That is a very good name for my crow, for my raven. So I'm going to go with D4T4. Stunning is very good. So what do you think? Should I trade? Here, wait. Stop being weird. I'm sorry, I'm playing with focus. Okay, that was weird. All right. I think it sounds like I should trade. Okay, so I'm going to trade with that swan. Okay, so I trade with the swan. For wait, let me see. I don't remember what it's called. I 100% forgot. Just forgot what it was called. An electromagnetic pulsar. Okay. And that's instead of my wires, because I can debilitate creatures in front of me, which makes me very happy. Okay, so that was one turn on land. So now I have to do one more. Do. Come on. Okay, so now I go back to events on land. Okay. So now I draw another card, and the card is an ace of clubs. And that means my next one is create your own event or draw again from this table. I don't feel like creating one, so we're gonna draw again. Oh, 2 of clubs. Okay. You meet a character holding an object. Make a befriend check. Ooh, befriend. To persuade them to give it to you or fight them for it. Otherwise, they leave you alone after this turn. Okay. So we're going to figure out who it is and what they have. So let's figure out who it is first. There we go. Okay, and I picked, and whoops, that was an 8 of clubs, I promise. It's down here somewhere. 8 of clubs. Yeah. And with an 8 of clubs, I get an assassin wasp droid. I think I'm gonna have to fight them. Oh, or I can make my friend check. Okay, so first we're gonna say, I meet an assassin wasp droid. I am going to try to make friends. Maybe I can convince this assassin wasp droid to come with me. Okay, so let's say this. If I make what do you want it to be? So if I make the befriend check by 3 or more, I can convince it to come with me. How about that? I'm not even gonna say it has an object. I'm gonna say I can either convince it to come with me or leave me alone. Yeah, okay. Cause I like this. Cause I'm making all the friends. I like making friends. Okay, so I have to make a befriend check. So wait, sorry, hold on. Come back. There you are. Okay, I have 1 in befriend. So my target is, oh fuck, I think I'm dead. My target is a queen. So 12. Okay, that makes sense. So if I meet a queen, if I meet a 12, it comes with me. Actually, no. If I meet a 12, it'll leave me alone. I don't think I can get with the target of a 12. I can't actually get it to come with me. You know what I mean? Because I would have to get at least a 15, and I don't have enough to do that. So the best I can hope for is to leave it alone, to get it to leave me alone. Okay. And I think I'm gonna have to fight this thing because I just drew a 5. And I have a 1, so that is 6. So that means, okay, more than equal come with. That makes sense. But I didn't meet it. So, I'm gonna have to fight it. Yay, combat. Okay, wait. So there were some stats that I didn't write down because I was hoping not to have to fight this thing. But now I should probably look up the stats. Okay. Okay, so the assassin wasp droid is a +4 to 2. Okay. I I feel like I'm not gonna win this. Okay, so that means from left to right, it's the attack/evade score, injury slots, and damage. Okay, so we're gonna take turns, and I'm gonna do the same thing as Ed's gonna do. So I'm going to try to attack. Wait, let me look up, because there is a section on combat. Do do do. Okay. You live in a dangerous world, and not every creature you encounter will be an ally. Some see you as a threat, others are known enemies, and then there are those who see you as nothing more than a meal. All character prompts have 3 values listed alongside their entries. Okay, you always act first. So choose whether to attack with Dive Bomb, Claw, Beak, or alternatively to flee. Draw a card and add the number of ticks from your chosen combat skill to its value. This is your attack flee score. Okay, so I would be... Where'd my character sheet go? Did I just lose my character sheet? Nope, it's there. It's just hiding. Sorry, hold on. Okay, there it is. Okay, so let's see. I have +1 to pack, and the other ones are a nothing. So, oh, that's right. I have my stun. I totally forgot about that. Okay, let's stun this bitch. So I'm going to use my stun. Or when you successfully flee conflict. Okay, so I'm going to use, yes. So I use my EM pulsar. And stun. And I think they don't say it, but I think that means I just get to just run away. I mean, that kind of makes sense to me, right? If I stun my enemy, I can just boogie. So I'm gonna run away. Run away. Okay. So I successfully get away from that combat. Now I have nothing though, unfortunately. So the next thing I have to do is, so that was my two turns on land. Remember, I had to spend 2 turns on land. So now I'm going to continue flying to the nightclub, Fate. And that means I'm going to draw another Events in Flight card. So I draw the Jack of Diamonds. And that means you become lost. Oh, crap. Make a navigate check. If you fail, you must remain in your current location and take another turn. Okay. So fortunately, I have +1 to navigate. So, to make a check, I have to draw first to get my target. And my target is 7. And then I need to draw to get my check. Oh, my check was king. And so I'd even add +1 to that, so that's 14. So I made that check. Woo. Now, I don't know if I just automatically get where I want to go, or if I need to keep taking turns, you know what I mean? Okay, so traveling. Oh, you know what? So this would be the place where it would be very good if I had a map, but I don't. So, we're just gonna make shit up because that is what I love to do. So, what do you think? Should I say the nightclub that I'm going to is 3 hexes away from my nest, and so I need to make 3 flying checks or flying events or whatever? Or what do you think? Next time I play this game, I'll have to stuff set up and shit. Sorry, I'm just looking up what happens when I get through the deck. Okay, that's what I thought. You just shuffle the discards. So what do y'all think? Should I just 3 hexes away sound good? I'm gonna do at least 1 more. What do you think? How about I do 1 more and then we figure out where I want to go. Yeah, because I'm a Raven and I can go wherever I want. I like that. Okay. I'm going to do at least 1 more. So, I drew a 3 of diamonds, which means another. I spot an object on the ground at a location. To take it, land, and make a use tool check to dislodge it from where it is trapped. If you fail, the object breaks and is unusable. Maybe you know someone who can fix it. Take 2 turns on land before you leave your current hex. Okay. Alright, so this time I'm going to do the location first. We're going to figure out where it is first and then what it is. objectives, objects, sorry, keep on location, there we go. Okay, so in looking for locations, I drew a Jack of Hearts, which means that it's behind a neon sign. So, behind a neon sign, I see, and what do I see? Now I'm going to look at objects. Okay, ready? And, ooh, Joker. So I've got to read what Jokers do. There was a part about Jokers and I didn't read it because I wasn't sure if I was ever going to need it. And now I do, of course. Ha, okay. Whenever you draw a Joker from the deck, you can choose to save it for later or play it immediately. You can play a Joker to achieve one of the following. Automatically win one combat attack. Automatically succeed on one skill check. Heal 2 injuries. Or discard a drawn card and draw again. Oh hell yeah, I'm saving that. Okay, so I'm gonna save that. In case I need it later. Because, yeah. Okay, so back to the objects. Put that right there. Okay. Drew an Ace of Hearts. So that is a corrupted data card. Maybe it contains some important information, but you'll need to find someone to repair it first. Ooh. You know what I could do? I wonder if it looks enough like the data chip that this person stole, and if I could switch them and give them the corrupted one. I'm going to do it. Okay. So in order to get it, I need to land and do a use tool check. So I have +0 on use tools. And I have to get a 6. My target is 6. Yay! Okay. So that is a 9. So I successfully got the corrupted data card. Okay. Now I need to spend 2 turns on land. Okay, so I go to events on land and I pick a card and I got an 8 of hearts. So my event is I find an object that is broken, make a use tool check to see if you can fix it. If you fail, it can't be used until you find someone who can fix it. You can choose to discard or keep it. Okay, let's just see what it is. Because why not, right? Okay, so I'm gonna draw for the object. I drew a King of Diamonds. So the object is create an object you're going to draw again. So I'm going to draw again because I don't want to make one of my own. This is a 5 of diamonds. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. Okay, a 5 of diamonds. A nanobot. This microscopic cyber spider can be used to repair your ports. Heal 1 injury each time you land. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to try to fix it with a use tool check. So my target is... my target is 10. I have +0 to use tools. I think if I was going to use the Joker to automatically succeed, I think I need to do it before I try, if that makes sense. So I can't make a check and fail and then decide to use the Joker. I don't know. It doesn't say whether you can or can't. Whenever you draw a Joker from the deck. Yeah, it doesn't say whether you have to draw first or if you can just or if you have to use the Joker first. I don't think I want to use the Joker for this anyway because I'm foreseeing some pretty difficult stuff down the line because I have to like hey Aaron, thank you for coming. I am thinking that I'm going to save the Joker because I still have to get to the nightclub and what's it? I have to convince the guy to give me the chip or not, or give it to the person who's paying him. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Okay, so oh look, I got a 10, which means that I succeed at the use tool check, which means that I fixed that nanobot. Ready? Was the nanobot? Yes. Little microscopic cyber spider. Okay, so I'm gonna fix the nanobot, and I want to take it with me. So now I have 2 things that I'm carrying. I wonder if yeah, I think I still need to. I think it still counts as carrying. So even though I'm kind of picturing it like riding my neck, like right behind my skull, like there's a little spider just hanging on behind the crow's my raven skull, data skull. I think it counts as something that I'm carrying. So I'm carrying 2 things. I am carrying the nanobot and I am carrying the corrupted data chip. Let me write this down. So I'm carrying a nanobot and a corrupted data chip. Or data card, I guess they call it. My plan is still to give the data card, this corrupted data card, to Dr. Malcolm, who stole the actual data card that I need to get. And so my plan is to give him this corrupted data card and trick him into thinking that it's the one that he needs. And then I'm just going to run away with the other one. Because chaos, right? Okay, so I've got those two things. Okay, so I need to do 2 events on land. Okay. So, my first event on land, I drew a black king because the events, everything that's divided into suits is actually only divided into red and black. It's not divided into the actual 4 suits. So, the Black King is you meet an elder of your species who asks you to undertake an objective in turn for a reward of something. Cool. I like this. So, I need to draw for the objective, and then I need to draw for the reward. So the objective is 10 of hearts. Or just 10. So take object to location, but whilst there, steal an object from character. There's no such thing as a fair trade in your line of work. Okay, so I saw before where it was talking about, by the way, a quick note about these objectives. There was a part before where it was talking about, wait, let me find it. Yes, okay. Objectives. In order to progress through your Corvid's life cycle stages, you'll need to complete objectives. How many objectives you must complete per stage is entirely up to you, but the following are suggested. Oh, okay. So I can just make it up as I go along. I'm going to stick with this, just because they've got it written out. So, to go from a fledgling to a juvenile, you need to complete 2 objectives. To go from a juvenile to an adult, you need to complete 4 objectives. And to go from an adult to an old crow, you need, they literally say old crow. An adult to an old crow is 6 objectives. So I'm going to stick with that. So 2, 4, and 6. Okay, so that means that my second objective is going to be, wait, 10. Okay. So my first objective, so my objectives, I'm just going to write what the numbers of the cards are. So my first objective was the queen. My second objective is a 10. All right. And then let me see what kind of reward they're offering me. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, but let me see what I got anyway. So, I picked a jack. Blackjack. Yeah, blackjack. Feather dye. Color your wings any shade of your choice. This does not count as a carried object. That sounds freaking awesome. Okay. So when I complete objective 10 to get the item queen, right? No. To get the item jack. Okay. That sounds pretty freaking awesome. Because who does not want to be like a neon green crow? I want to be a neon green raven. I'm sorry, I forget I was a raven. Okay. So that's the first online or on land event that happens. Remember, I needed to do 2 when I landed. So now I do the second one, which is the 7 of Hearts. Okay. And that is your wing becomes caught in something. Make a successful evade check or take 1 injury while freeing yourself. All right. So evade. Sorry, hold on a second. Let me. Like that. Okay. That's my discard button. So I have +0 in evade. And I think I just need to make it like a regular check. Okay, so my target is, oh, that's good. My target's a 3, so it shouldn't be that hard. I have to get 3 or higher to successfully evade, and I get 5. So I successfully evaded getting my wing caught. That was a very scary ordeal. I probably, quarked around and flapped around and looked, yeah. So that is my second on land thing. So I think I want to go to the nightclub, you guys. So okay. So now I'm going to fly from that hex to the nightclub. And I'm going to do an event in the air. Okay. And I chose a 4 of spades. So my event is a tailwind gives you haste. Advance immediately to any adjacent hex. Cool. That's where I wanted to go anyway. But I mean, at least nothing's standing in my way, I guess. Okay, so I get to the nightclub. I have a nano spider that heals me for 1 1 injury when I land. Is that right? I think that's right. Hold on a sec. Let me Yes, heal 1 injury each time you land. It's kind of a moot point because I don't have any injuries right now. But, okay. By the way, probably not going to finish the second objective this time. I will be back next Monday, though. So, we can continue this one. Yeah, I'm enjoying this one, so I'm gonna continue it, and I'll work on maps between now and then, so I actually have like the things that you're supposed to play the game with. Yeah, because that sounds fun, right? Okay. So I'm going to land now. When I land at my objective, I think I need to do an event on land. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, it says whenever you land in a hex on the map, you must generate and resolve at least 2 events before you can take flight again and move to another hex. Okay. How are you? I'm a raven. I'm glowing blue. We've decided my name is Data D4T4. And right now I'm at a nightclub. That actual nightclub is underground, so I need to like sneak underground and stuff. And I need to. I've decided that I'm going to steal a chip from Dr. Malcolm, who is a retired web developer, and I'm going to replace it with this like corrupted chip that I have that I've been carrying around. And then I'm just gonna run away. Because causing chaos is the most fun ever. Okay, so let's see, where was I? Oh, so it just landed. So um I'm gonna do. So how do you think this should go? Do you think I should do 2 events and then do what I came here to do? Or do you think I should do 1 event and then count the second, count doing what I came here to do as the second event? You know what I mean? If you have any ideas, anybody who's watching, please comment. Do you think, so I have to do 2 things every time I land. But do you think that I should do 2 things and then the thing that I came here to do? Or do you think that I should do 1 thing and then do what I came here to do and count that as the second thing? I'm not sure. Do more things, more chaos. It is true. Okay, so I'm gonna cause as much chaos as I possibly can, because this is how we do. Okay. So I'm gonna draw for the first event on land. So I drew for the first event on land an 8 of spades. And that is, you're hungry. I'm very hungry. Hungry girl. Hangry girl. Make a search check for your favorite snack. If you fail, you become fatigued until you find sustenance, and all skill checks are made with a penalty. You can make another search check at the end of each turn to stave off the hunger and return to normal. Okay. This sort of feels like something I should use my Joker for. Because I have so few skills anyway. I kind of don't want to make them at a penalty. Let's see. And I don't have a great, I have a +0 on search. So I actually think that this is when I'm going to use my Joker. So I can automatically find a snack. Because really, what do you want in life except to find a snack? Because snacks. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do another one. Okay, so another landed vent. I drew a 6 of diamonds. So that means you meet a character, you can make a successful, ooh, I get to befriend again. You can make a successful befriend check and they will tell you about an object in a location, otherwise they flee. Okay. Depending on the character, I might actually want them to, like, help me. But let's do the character first. Okay, so characters. Yay. Okay. So, cybercrow characters, 7 of diamonds, which means I meet a company CEO. I already hate them. Okay, so I don't really want them to come with me and help me at all. So they're going to tell me about an object and a location. So I meet a CEO. And they're going to tell me about it. Oh, I have to make a befriend check first. I forgot. Okay, so I have +1 to befriend because, of course, I do. So my goal is a 9. So I have to meet or beat a 9. And I can add +1. Okay, so, ooh. Oh my. So I drew a joker. I drew the other joker. So hold on a sec. Do I just discard, do I just like draw again? Sorry, I have to read the joker rules again. Because I have the memory of a goldfish. Okay. So whenever you draw a joker for the deck, you could choose to save it for later, play it immediately. You can play a joker to achieve one of the following. Okay. So I can either use it to automatically succeed on this check, or I can save it and take my chances on this check. Do I want to? I like taking my chances because I do. That is what I do. Okay. I'm going to take my chances because that's what I do. Okay. Ready? Yay! I got a jack, which means that I succeeded my check because my goal was a 9. So the jack is already 11, and then I can add +1 to it, so it's 12. Awesome. Okay, so the CEO, that means, is going to tell me about an object in a location. So, hold on, sorry, I'm just writing this down. They tell me about, and let's do object next. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the object. Ready? Okay, so 2 of diamonds, which means a 6-digit passcode engraved on a digital keyring. You can open 1 locked door with this. Okay, so they tell me about a passkey. And I'm going to write parentheses opens 1 locked door. Okay. And where is it? So now I have to draw for location. Okay. And I drew the Queen of Spades. Sorry, I'm still direction on this camera. I've got it flipped. I should probably unflip it, but I don't remember how to do it quickly, so. Okay. Locations. Black Queen. An air purification farm. So, so the passkey is at an air purification farm. So that is something that I could go get. Obviously right now I'm doing things. I'm busy. I gotta go do my thing. Okay. So I'm in the nightclub. I assume that's where I meet the CEO. Um I think so. Let me just take a moment to paint a picture because I think this is how it happens. So I am a bionic crow, right? Well, bionic raven. Um, so I'm sort of picturing that I look a lot like the surroundings, so I can blend in a lot. So what I think is this CEO doesn't necessarily even know that they're talking to me. What I do is I put them at ease enough that they'll say this. They don't even know necessarily why they're saying this, but they're like at a table in a club or something, and they just kind of out loud say, I know of that passkey at that air purification farm. And so I just I mean because on the one hand, a CEO talking like a human, presumably talking to a crow seems a little weird, right? Um, but for whatever reason, I'm nearby and I sort of use my you know aura of uh befriendingness, because that's a word, um to make them feel at ease enough to just muse out loud about this passkey that they know about. I don't think they're actually saying it to me because, again, that would be weird. But I can understand it because I'm a bionic crow. I'm not a regular flesh and blood crow. Raven. I keep forgetting I'm Raven. But yeah, that. Okay, so I can go at any time after this. I could go get that thing. Or I could keep going. Remember, there's another objective that I have to do for the Elder, and they'll give me feather dye. Oh, that is a good point. Maybe I just like say something to this person and they think that they're speaking to another human, but they're actually speaking to a raven in the shadows. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah, for whatever reason, they think that they're just, I don't know, speaking to the shadows or something. And I happen to be in those shadows. My raven. Dita, my raven. So I like that. I really like that. I just put people at ease because I'm a friendly raven. Okay. Um so now I need to go um do something with this dude, Dr. Malcolm, who has the chip that I want. Okay, so I want to um yes, they can. But I just keep forgetting that I'm a raven because ravens and crows are distinct. Uh And I guess the closest thing to like an American crow would be a carrion crow. Corvus crow. No, Corvus. So it's kind of weird, but you can't actually be Corvus Corvus in this game, which is the American crow. Yeah, because they have the carrion crow, which is Corvus corode, the magpie, which is Pika Pika, which is so cute. I did not know that their scientific name was Pika Pika. The rook is Corvus frugilegos. The raven is Corvus corax. And the jackdaw is Corvus monodula. So you can't actually be, I guess, what we would call a common crow, which is Corvus corvus in this game, which is interesting. I mean, I know that based on a few things in this book, sorry, tangent, but based on a few things in this book, like the way that a few things are written, I know that the writer follows the European conventions of like writing and speaking English. And for instance, we don't even really talk about jackdaws over here. I don't know. Do they even live over here? Yeah, I don't even think that they live in the Americas. Is it true? But or no, not jackdaws, rooks. Because the rook is the one that like I remember when I was a little kid, and actually we were talking about, again, another tangent. We were talking about there's this game called Rook. It's a card game. I used to play it with my dad. It's a trick-taking game, sort of like Gin or Euchre. And so oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sloss. That that's kind of a weird thing to say the first time you chat in my channel. Who robbed the steak market? I don't know if I want to know. Okay. That's could you not talk about other people's parents like that in my chat? That'd be great. Yeah. Here. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna time out both of y'all. And you get to behave or not come back. How about that? So where was I? I completely lost my train of thought. Whatever. Okay. Point is, I didn't know what a rook was when I was a kid. And now I want to back to the game. Okay. We're going to right? I always get annoyed when people whatever. But I'm going to steal the chip from Dr. Malcolm and give him the corrupted chip. I don't think there are instructions for doing such a thing in here. you know, it's not really, oh, well, you know what I could do? So one of the combat things I can do is evade. Um, and like generally I think they mean they use that to mean like running away. But what if I use it to mean, yeah, but what if I use it to mean like a sneaky thing? Because I don't have, you know, on my list of things I can do, I don't actually have things that I can do that you know, I don't actually have sneaky things that I can do. But what if evade is like, okay, I'm sorry to use D&D, but like, what if evade is like pickpocket? Or, yeah, exactly, evade detection. So, like, I use it against their, um, powers of, what's it, or what their powers of detection. And I try to evade their powers of detection. Okay, wait, I'm gonna look up the rules for combat. I think it's just okay. So here's okay. So first I get to act. Draw. So I choose whether to attack or evade, and I'm gonna evade. So I draw a card and add my evade skill to the card I drew. Okay, so the first thing I gotta do is draw a card, and that is a 10, which is pretty good. So, and I have a +0 to evade. So I'm going to evade for 10. Now, draw a card for your opponent and add their attack evade score. Okay, so first I have to look up, because again, there were stats on this person, you know, the retired web developer or whatever, and I just didn't write them down. Okay, so retired web developer is +0. Good. So now I draw a card for them and add their attack evade, which is +0. So 7. Perfect. So their attack, and we'll call that detect, was 7. So my evade beats their detect, which means that I win. Okay, so I successfully did what I wanted to do, which was, so do you think that I think that since I don't have like 2 hands because I'm a raven, it's going to actually take me 2 turns to do this. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to take me a turn to steal the chip from him. No, I think it makes more sense if I put the corrupted chip in his pocket and then steal the chip, the one that I want. Okay, so I'm gonna do it again. because again, I don't have two hands. I'm just a raven. Okay, so we're gonna do this whole dealio again. And I got a 9. So I can evade for 9. And so, is an ace low or is it high? That is the question. I think in this game an ace is low. Because look at all these prompt tables, like the random tables. They have ace listed. Whoops. They have ace listed first. So I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 instead of jack, queen, king, ace. So I think an ace is low, which means that he got 1. So if Dr. Malcolm got a 1, then I successfully evaded again. Which means that I pulled it off. I was able to insert my insert my corrupted chip into his pocket and pull out the other chip while I was in there, which means that I successfully switched to them and I gave him the corrupted chip. Sweet. Okay, now I'm gonna run away. And he doesn't know I'm here, so I think I can just run away. What do you think? So that is actually an objective completed. Woohoo! So I was able to complete that objective. So that means I have oh right, so D4T4. Okay, so that means that I have one of my 2 objectives completed to get out of the fledgling stage, which is awesome. I'm just drawing little boxes. So I completed one of the fledgling stage objectives. And sweet. So I successfully completed my first objective. I did not get any injuries, which is pretty awesome. I still have that nanobot thing that heals 1 injury every time I land. And I'll have that until I drop it. I'm going to assume that, like, part of the objective was... Sorry. Part of the objective was bringing it back to my own employer or client or whatever. Maybe I just need to plug it into... Okay, you know how iNest is like a bunch of computer parts just like thrown together? What if there's a piece where it is like a data chip reader or something? And so all I have to do is go back and plug it into the data chip reader and it'll make my nest do something cool. I don't know. What do you think it does? What do y'all think it does to my nest? I'm gonna say that this objective was just for me. Like, I didn't have anybody really who uh, hired me to do this or whatever. Uh, I'm just using this data chip for my own devices, maybe to make my nest prettier, to make it comfier or something. Or maybe it makes me safer in my nest. Maybe it like deters other animals somehow, by emitting some low frequency that no one can really like detect or hear. But you know how like there's these things that sounds that are low enough that make you feel uneasy, but you can't actually necessarily hear it. It just makes you feel a certain way. So what do y'all think my chip does? What do y'all think when I plug it into my nest? What does it do? I'm really curious. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna shuffle some cards. What do you think? Does it give it like cool lights? Ooh, it starts a countdown. Do I know what the countdown is for? Do I know what it means? Or do I sort of have to figure it out? It totally does. My nest is now going to play Rick Astley like on the hour, every hour. I love that. And it means that my nest is a total party spot. Everybody comes to dance to Rick Astley. I like that. I have been rickrolled. I thought it would do something and then it just does this. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it doing this, but like I thought it was going to do something else and it does this. So data has thoroughly been rickrolled. And now my nest has random dance parties. Well, not random because there's a countdown, but yeah, I like that. I really like that. Okay. So, I'm actually going to call it here cuz I am not used to being on camera for this long. um so we're going to find someone to read out to. Um which means I have to figure out how to do that. Um, Thank you all for coming to my first stream, my first stream. Um, I will be like improving it. Um, you know, thank you, Nikolai, thank you, Meow. I will be figuring these out and stuff, figuring out like uh, you know, channel point redeems and uh I'll probably start going longer as stuff progresses, but this felt like pretty natural uh stopping place. I will get those maps like figured out. Um yeah, but that was so much fun. Thank you all for being here, and I'm so happy that things worked. and people are here and fun. And yeah, and I really like this game too. Like it's a little more complicated than I thought it was originally, but it's actually I actually really like it. So and you could play it a million times and get a different thing every single time. Um so yeah, uh I'm very excited to keep streaming. I'm going to come back next Monday. Uh I'll be doing this again. Um right now I'm just sticking with 1 day a week. But you know, as I get more used to it, I might get more stuff. And I think most of what I'm gonna do is more of these like solo RPGs. I have a bunch of them. I was also thinking about maybe doing some puzzle games on stream. Uh, I don't know. I'll see what I feel like. It could be, it might kind of be just like whatever I feel like. um, yeah. So, let's see. We're gonna go read out, and I'm gonna look at people. And does this work? Do I have to do the rate at bit? So, okay, wait. I can't do the at. So, oh, whoops, I put a space in there. Good job. Okay, one more try with feeling. Okay, so I'm rating. Cool. Uh, yeah, thanks for coming. And this is exciting. And I'll be back next week. And with more of this. And we'll be data again. And yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to right now. Okay. Bye, y'all.